Welcome to NGMI, the show where we take a lesson every week that we learn building our real accounting business and we turn it into good content for everybody else in the world to learn from. And this week, we're doing some science. We're going to the lab. Also, my marketing coach Ryan got mad at me and he said, if you don't say like and subscribe, he's gonna do something bad to my family. So please, God, like this video and subscribe to the channel. You might have heard of a man named Donald Miller. I have one of his books around here somewhere. In the mid-2000s, he was a cool little hipster writer in Portland, Oregon, writing books like Blue Like Jazz. But then, in the last 10 years, maybe 15 years, Don moved from Portland to Nashville. He got married, he started a family, I think. I don't really know his whole history. Anyways, Don started this company called Storybrand. Storybrand is this messaging marketing framework that helps business owners and executives and marketers position their brand as the guide to an individual who is the hero of a story. So for example, your brand is Yoda to the customer's Luke Skywalker. And Storybrand has been immensely effective for hundreds and hundreds of businesses out there. It's this amazing framework that allows businesses to focus their messaging and tell a story with their brand. It's pretty wonderful, actually. Don's written books, he's done coaching, he's made speaking engagements, and he launched this new line of products, this educational system called Business Made Simple. And Business Made Simple was a fantastic framework, great coaching platform where small business owners can go and understand how to market better, how to communicate better, how to sell better, all of these different things. As you can imagine, Donald Miller is a very effective marketer. He does a really good job at selling the thing that he is offering. One thing that we've been struggling really hard with is how to actually get new customers, how to generate new customers and bring them into our business. So if you're thinking, Jeremy, are you about to perform the heist of a century? For legal reasons, the answer is no. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually gonna steal anything, but what I am gonna do is I'm going to take Donald Miller's principles and introduce them into our marketing message for a specific lead magnet that we've developed and try to copy what he does because he's so good at it and see if it actually works. Does Storybrand actually work? Does the Business Made Simple content actually work? Does Donald Miller actually know what he's talking about when it comes to marketing? We're about to find out together. So first things first, what are we actually doing? What's this experiment going to be? Well, our main website is pretty sufficiently story branded. If you haven't seen it already, it's amarlo.co, that's .co, not .com, go check it out. And we've used a couple of free resources to gather leads in exchange for an email in the past. But unfortunately, the leads that we've gathered, they've been really low quality, they haven't been the right fit, or they've just been plain bad. So we're going to implement the theory of Storybrand and the execution that Donald Miller does for his own company and see if we can come up with a different result together. So that means that we need to create a lead magnet, something of value that people can give us their email for so that we can then give them that thing in return. In a lot of companies, this is a PDF, a checklist, some kind of free item that you're comfortable giving away that still has value to the potential downloader or utilizer, the end customer. Now, something that I discovered in my research is that Don and the Storybrand team, the Business Made Simple team, they've been putting out a free course that corresponds to one of the larger courses in their Business Made Simple framework.
Totally unrelated meme break. Totally unrelated meme break.
So I thought to myself, well, one of the struggles that we've had in the past is educating people on what we're doing, why it matters, why we're accountants that do more than just accounting. We actually help a business owner understand their financial story. How do we condense that into just a couple of minutes so that people can latch onto that idea and make selling to them easier? So we went out and we made a free course. It's 20 minutes long. It's 3 different videos. It's 20 minutes long. It's really good.
There's a problem with your business that can lead to failure. You only make decisions based on emotion and intuition. Most business owners are trying to grow their businesses based on our feelings.
We were able to do this really cheaply with some friends helping out. Thanks, Alex and Austin, for the part that you played in that. What we did is we ended up putting everything together in this tiny course framework, and we're gonna give it out to people and see if they download it. And it contains an overview of financial storytelling, the main product that Amarlo sells. We're basically telling people what the information that they need to know about our business is by educating them about how to read their accounting statements, how to understand their business from a financial perspective better, so that in the end, they're more able and willing to hire us. They already know that they need something, so they're going to come back to us and say, please give it to me. Now that's a real brief overview of how everything works. If you want to see the full thing, it's in the description below. Feel free to go check it out. But in order to actually put this course together and get it out into people's hands, we need a place for people to go where they can actually land on this page, see the offering that we're giving them, and then sign up for that course. We need a landing page. So we're gonna put one together. We're gonna actually build a landing page together. I'm gonna show you what I do, the basic structure of everything, and I'm just gonna slap it together in a couple of minutes and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. All right, so our website is built on top of Webflow, which makes it super easy to go in and create new web pages and stuff like that. I already have a couple of components as well that we use. So I'm just gonna start building away. I'm thinking we'll start with a little hero section right here, and I'll probably make 2 columns and embed a video on one side, and then I will put in a header and we'll say something like unlock confidence and clarity in your financial story. We're just gonna kind of center this content here like this. I'm gonna add some padding, margin. I'll grab our 1-minute ad. I'm gonna just pop that into Vimeo. The goal of any hero image or hero area section on your landing page is to kind of educate whoever's landing on the page about what it is that they're here for. So in theory, what we're going to do is run ads to this landing page, and then they can see, they can grab the course from here. Get the free videos. We could do that. We could say like, get the free videos. So obviously we need a little description or something like that. Oh, that needs a new thumbnail. This guy, what a dork. Someone will come from, for example, from Facebook, and then they'll pop into this landing page and they'll be like, oh yes, finally I can get the free videos or whatever. From there, they'll be directed to watch videos. I have some little assets that I could use that just define like the steps that we're kind of taking them through. So I'm going to export these frames as, we're going to go with SVG, keep the quality. Back on our section here, we're going to pop in some space, the hero section, where someone comes in and they see, oh yes, unlock confidence and clarity, and then they can click on the free video. If they need more information about what the videos are about, they can go ahead and see that in the section below. We're going to pop these guys in. We'll go 1, we'll do 2, and we'll do 3. I'm going to go ahead and add in a little div above that with header, call it H2, and just say 3 videos every entrepreneur must watch. We'll just go with that. There we go. We'll call this an H2 again, and then we'll say, do you feel stuck? And I'll do something like 4 list items that speak to the struggles that we're trying to get at. Because basically, like every so often, we're looking to say, hey, watch the video, watch this thing after you've read, whatever you've read, get the free videos. We could do one more section kind of introducing us. This is kind of what Donald Miller does. He's like, I'm famous. Meet your instructor. He's like, I'm a famous writer. You know, you should listen to me. And we'll kind of put in like information as to like, oh, like this is why you should listen to me and all that. So the goal of this, again, so the structure that we're going for is like they land on this page. They can watch the ad that they were just seeing before. They'll see, you know, 3 videos that they're going to be looking at. They'll see a call to action to watch the videos, and then they'll get a introduction to me as the instructor. The beauty of this is that it doesn't really have to be like super perfect, or we can kind of test what we're seeing with the landing page as leads flow in, as people come to the site, and make tweaks along the way. So this is a basic landing page. Looks decent. I need to add in some copy here. I need to probably change the headings and make sure that this all looks okay. But yeah, this should be pretty decent. I imagine people would click on this. I would click on this, and then we need to send people to the actual videos. And so we need to, first of all, find a way to capture their information, and then we need to build out a video page where it redirects people to after they submit their email. So what I could do here is I could just make a form. I can make this first name and email address, and then we'll call this get the free videos. I could request like a last name, company website in order to vet people, but really I want to, before I add in more barriers for people to watch the video, I just kind of want to see what type of leads we're getting in general before I make it a little bit more difficult. And so what will happen is once they submit this form, we can go ahead and set this to redirect. So once it redirects, we can make it go to one of our video pages. And then really all we need to do here is make a container in the middle. We're going to add a video here. We'll call this the importance of your story. Looks pretty cool. Add a video. Pop that in there and grab my link and pop that in there. What I'd like to do is have this say next video. I can copy, or I can duplicate this and call this, oh shoot, I don't remember what it was called. What's our other page? So how to read your story and predict your future. Great. So in read your story, obviously we are going to need to change this link. So I'll grab video link number 2. And then number 3 is predicting your financial future. Predicting your financial future. And then number 3, obviously we need that 3rd video link. And then finally here, we'll actually change the text of this button and say schedule a call. And then we will send them to our get started page. So obviously there's some cleaning up to do, but the goal here is drop in from a Facebook ad, any kind of viewer, any person that might click on the ads, preferably small business owner, drop them in to this. They'll see some information about the course. Obviously this needs to change and we need to clean this up a little bit, but this is just a rough draft of what it would look like. So we're gonna just call our email. We'll say 123@amarlo.com, and then I will get my free video, and that will be where we see this, so people can come in, watch it, looks great, and then they can click next video, watch it, looks great, and then yeah, looks great. You click next video, and then watch it, and looks great. And then they click schedule call, and they get sent to our onboarding. And that's how we'll do that. They'll submit this form and then automatically be redirected to, that first video page. But the beautiful thing about this too is that once they submit that form, once we actually get their information in a lead, we'll also send them a follow-up email with the links to the videos. Once they have links to the videos, they can obviously go and watch them if they tap out at any point during the course. We'll also then kick them into like a sales automation where they'll kind of get 5 or 6 emails over the course of a couple weeks, explaining like who we are, what we do, why we're doing this, why we're offering this course in the first place, and ultimately getting them to purchase or come talk to us so that we can help them and help their business. So now our landing page is all built. I made some final tweaks to it, some little adjustments here and there to make it actually look nice and cohesive, but we need people to see this thing. Now here's where the experiment gets a little bit more expensive, because in order to actually drive any kind of traffic to our landing page, we probably are gonna have to use some paid ads. Now, I don't have to only use paid ads, but for the purpose of this experiment, I think it's going to help us to really evaluate how our lead magnet is performing and whether or not it's worth pursuing in the future. If I didn't want to use paid advertising only, I could actually just create little ads on our blog and drop them in the articles periodically so that people see them and click on them and get into the flow from there. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna spend about $500 over the next couple of weeks and see if this actually works. It's set up in such a way, I think, that it's pretty decently story branded. It follows all the principles that Don Miller talks about in his books, and it actually replicates some of the things that he does in his own ads. So we're gonna run this for a couple weeks, and we'll come back here and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about what we learned. So that's part 1. Come back in a couple weeks and we'll take a look. We'll see what happened. I'll keep you updated. But until then, please, like and subscribe, join the Discord, just let's hang out. Come back, come on back, come on, we're cool. We're learning every week, we're cool, we'll be here forever. NGMI forever. NGMI episode 500, we're gonna be here. Just, we're gonna make it, it'll be fine. I'm gonna try and do this as fast as I possibly can. So we did it.